Hey everybody, we have a doubles practice for you today. It'll be me and Derek, who we've seen on the channel, playing Rob and Sam, who we've also seen on the channel. So the unique part about this one, it's technically a 4-0 pair versus a 3-5 pair, so 8-0 versus 7-0. So you would think maybe that's potentially lopsided, maybe not. So Derek is a singles specialist, so he doesn't play a ton of doubles. And then we also have on the other side, Sam is more of a singles specialist, and Rob is a double specialist where I'm the double specialist. So we kind of have mirroring doubles pairs here today, but the different USTA ratings. So, well, let's see how this match goes, and I will see you at the end.
All right, welcome back in. We have a 8-0 pair versus a 7-0 pair, if you go based off of USTA ratings, I should say. So we have Derek serving, and I'm up at the net, playing against Rob, who's on the do side, and Sam, who's returning on the ad side. And perfect timing for me to miss an easy volley there. So yeah, again, just getting out there and playing some tennis. No particular goal in mind. Sam and Rob, we're potentially going to be partners on a 3-5 USTA team. So we wanted to give them a little bit of practice together. And then Derek, who's typically our number one singles player on our 4-0 18-plus team, just coming out to hit and play some doubles. So he doesn't play a lot of doubles, so it's kind of fun getting him out here on the court and playing a little bit. So I can see I left in an edit where there was kind of a long delay. Sorry about that, but I'm talking over it, so I'm not going to edit it out. So it'll be fine. All right. Again, the strategy for me is just to be super aggressive at the net. I really want Rob and Sam to get accustomed to playing more aggressive players. I don't think you see a lot of that at 3-5. You start to see more of that at 4-0, and definitely at 4-5 you see a ton of that. So just giving them some flavor of somebody being super aggressive at the net and how to kind of counteract that. On top of that, Derek and I were potentially talking about playing some more doubles together and just kind of wanted to get a feel of kind of how we'll play together. So this again was truly a practice just to see how things are going. We're not really prepping for any particular specific match play, except for the fact Sam and Rob might play together. And I think as of this recording, I don't think they've yet to play a USTA match together. So I know Sam has become a very valuable singles player on the 3-5 team that we have here. And Rob is definitely a doubles specialist and doing quite well there. So I don't know how much we're going to see them together. But so yeah, we get this unique thing where we have a singles and doubles player versus a singles and doubles player. You just got the USTA ratings, which are different for both sides. But all right, again, so we started off with a hold here. I know I've been ranting and raving here for quite a while, but Derek got the hold there, and now Sam is serving and bringing it to a deuce here. So it is definitely a strong battle that we have here. And my goal was just to get the ball back to Sam. I feel like, especially at doubles, he can be prone to making some unforced errors off the ground. And he's definitely not really looking to get to the net as much as he probably should at doubles. So that's kind of the thing that I was looking to take advantage of. Rob is very, also like me, he's one of the rare 3-5 players that I've seen that are very aggressive at the net, and he's pretty darn good at it. So doing our best just try to avoid him. But Sam does get the hold there, and now it's on my service game. And I feel like I've been doing a lot better serving. Definitely getting a higher first serve percentage, but I think a higher first percentage with enough pace and spin on the ball to where it's becoming a little bit of a weapon. I still very much need a lot of help from my net partner to really help apply that pressure. And we can see there it paid off by me getting the hold there. So, all right, let's let this play out for a little bit longer, and I will see you throughout. All right, so we've had several holds in a row here. Everybody very much taking care of their service game. Ooh, and I put in a horrible looking volley into the net. That was very, very bad. But again, just everybody's holding, kind of doing what they need to be doing. Again, I think this is showing to be pretty competitive. I think despite the ratings difference, that's what happens when you kind of mix it up and play kind of doubles and singles specialists and things like that. You kind of see a few different dynamics on the court, and one side you might think should have the advantage, but that's not necessarily the case, as we're kind of seeing here. But my mission is still the same, just high first serve percentage, get as many balls in play, and try to elicit those unforced errors and or set up a strong put-away point for us at the net. That's kind of really my focus when I'm playing doubles, and doing everything I can. So try to set up Derek there for a good put-away, but unfortunately the ball goes in the net. And I've done that so many times, so I can't really say anything against that just in general, but especially if you're not accustomed to always being at the net. I mean, in fact, I started off the match with a horrible volley that was out, so like even within this match, really can't say too much. But yeah, just again, trying to play that consistent game and really build that into my repertoire to really put that pressure on. Because I think if the opponent always knows the ball's going to come back no matter what they do, that just makes them press a little bit more and try to do too much, and hopefully you'll elicit errors based off of that. Until I like somehow develop a cannon of a shot, be it the serve, forehand, I can kind of do it on an in and out backhand, but not really on a super consistent basis. But we're at 4-all now. Again, very tight match and very competitive. So at this point, it's been a lot of fun in the match, and nice to see that we're being very competitive with each other. shot. All right, so we get the critical break at the end there to take the set 7-5. So, yeah, just the first chink in the armor, we were able to break Rob's serve, which, hadn't been able to do until the end there. So we did what we needed to do from our side of the court to get the set and take away with that. So really now it's trying to just apply more pressure, be more aggressive, don't rest on your laurels. Like, it's easy to just say you have a set and just kind of back off a little bit. But much like in the first set, I sail a volley long, and that's just kind of unfocused and not really doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So really need to lock it in at this point, because any little inch you give them, they'll take a mile, and you definitely don't want to risk going down early in a second set, especially after you won the first set. You want to, break their will to live, as it were, or whatever. If you can come up with a Rocky quote or something like that. So Derek gets a hold there. He's a very strong server, so I feel very comfortable being at the net when he's serving, and hopefully being able to help him on ensuring that we hold. So Sam is now serving, and he brings a lot of spin and pace to his serve. His serve is at times can be quite tricky to deal with, because it has some pace, but then it really jumps off the ground based off of the top spin and side spin that he gives the ball. So that can, especially on his second serve, he has quite a bit of whip to it, where you kind of never know where the ball's exactly going to go at times. And you can see I dump a ball into the net there. It's just something that if you can kind of consistently hit those hard first serves in, I think he'll easily be jumping up in the ratings very soon. And he gets the hold there. And now we got my service game. Yeah, I know I talked a little bit about my serve already. Again, with my serve, it's really just constantly picking on where I think the weaknesses are. And I recently got a comment saying, "Oh, your serve is very predictable," kind of where you're going with it. And it's like, it's intentional, because if I go somewhere else, you hurt me more. If I go here, you might be predicting it, but it also sets us up for a good position to win the point. But that being said, I should probably add a little bit more variability to it. And I know I could go for more. I could go for harder serves and more pace, but typically, at least at the beginning of a match, it's more about hitting my spots and figuring out where the best place to set us up to be successful on it, rather than assuming just the serve on its own will put us in a good spot. And that's kind of where I've been going with my service games more recently and in this match. And I think in this match it was pretty successful, but in other matches it's been somewhat inconsistent, whether I'm holding or not. But we have deuce. They're putting up a good fight on my serve. Rob puts in a very good return there and dumps the ball at Derek's feet, and that's always a very hard shot to deal with. Serving out wide to Sam had been pretty successful for me. Rob putting in a good return there, setting up Derek for the put away at the net, and unfortunately that goes into the net. It's just another tough ball. I just have to kind of work through that and just continue to grind. Actually get a successful lob in there, and then spray the ball out wide, and they get the break early on in the set. So that's really a backbreaker, and I know it really gets to me when I get broke. Mainly is because I think I should and could probably do more to make us successful, but just got to recover from that quickly and just get back into the match. So, all right, let's see how Rob does here, and we'll see the rest of the match. All right, and to much my relief, we were able to immediately break back and get back on serve in this match. So despite me not doing what I needed to be doing on my service game, we were able to come back and break Rob and get back into it. So we have Derek serving now and quickly going up 30 love. Nice to see some first serves go in and just kind of make quick work of this service game. So already up 40 love, and the power of the first serve is so huge, and that's why I'm really big on high first serve percentages, especially at the 3.5 level, the 4.0 level. People are just more kind of amped up on the first serve, and I think more prone to hitting errors from typically what I've seen if you throw in a decent first serve versus constantly giving them second serves. It's just kind of a mentality aspect, I think, of it, because I don't think for the vast majority of most people, like, the first serve isn't going to blow most people off the water or blow people out of the water at our level, I should say. So it's not like you're giving them too much off of the serve, but it's still that mentality of, okay, pressure's on, got to get this return in play right away. So, all right, so Sam's serving down 2-3, and at 30-15, we put in a good volley there, put a pressure on Rob, and not able to dig that one out. And so, well, we can also see in this set, it looks like, did Derek and I switch sides returning? I think Derek and I switched sides returning on this set. So despite us being successful in the first set, it looks like we switched sides. And again, I'm typically more comfortable on the ad side, but I've been recently doing, as I've documented on the channel, a lot of work on my forehand, and I think it's finally paying off. And I'm actually becoming a little bit of a weapon returning on the deuce side. Occasionally, it can be prone to having time periods of where it's inconsistent, but I'm usually able to right the ship. I think more recently been able to do that more frequently, get more consistent with it, but it's less consistent than me returning on the ad side and kind of hitting backhand returns, despite me just horribly dumping that one low percentage shot into the net. So, all right, 3-all. We have my serve. Derek, nice setup and put away. That's kind of like to see. We'll get a little bit of twist on the camera. I'll take it because it was because of Derek's awesome put away. So kind of have to deal with the different perspective based off of that. So, all right. Now I think we get a little bit of wonkiness in the scoring here, unfortunately, if I recall right. So for some reason, it didn't. Yeah, it was just kind of screwed up there. So, I was still in the middle of my service game, but now it's still counting the score. But it rights the ship pretty quickly, and I will say the end score is accurate when we get to it. So sorry again for that. Didn't want to have to manually enter all the scores and all that. So just dealing with the wonkiness you get occasionally with this auto-generated scoring, but it makes life so much easier. So I'll deal with some inconsistency. And you're here just to watch the tennis anyways. You just want to, you're not looking at the score. Who cares about that? You just want to see how the points go, right? I assume that's the case, but okay. Well, let's see how Rob serves out here and go from there. All right, in the big spot there at 5-all, I was able to hold to bring it up 6-5. So that's that hasn't been consistent on the channel. I haven't been in big spots able to hold. So nice to see that. And now we have Rob, who's trying to serve to stay into the match. We've been lucky enough to be able to break them the last couple times. So let's see how this plays out, and we will see you at the end.
All right, so that ended up being a pretty close fight. Ending 7-5, 7-5. Derek and I won the match. It was definitely very tight match, very close, a lot of holding serve. In the second set we saw a few breaks, but you can definitely see how the dynamic changes, even though technically Derek and I are 4-0 players and Sam and Rob are 3-5 players. You get a weird dynamic when you kind of mix up singles and doubles players, and you just kind of never know how the match will go. So Sam and Rob really played a very good game and really brought it to us. So it was a lot of fun to see. So I hope you enjoyed this matchup here today. Really appreciate it. If you can, please comment and like and subscribe and do all that fun YouTube stuff. Really appreciate that if you could do that. And hope you enjoyed. Just get out there and play tennis.